The Patriots are surging right now, 6-4 on a 4-game win streak, coming off a Browns blowout win. But their Week 11 opponent, not so much. The Falcons are at rock bottom, 4-5, unable to win their second consecutive game, and they're coming off a Cowboys blowout loss. So I think it goes without saying that this Thursday night football matchup is essentially New England's to lose. So let's break down why, starting with quarterback comparisons, a rookie versus a vet. Mac Jones is coming off a Week 10 high, going 19 for 23, 198 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, nearly 9 yards per attempt, and a rating over 140. Now, veteran Matt Ryan is coming off one of the worst outings of the season, going 117 yards at nearly 6 yards per attempt, 2 interceptions, and a rating under 25. Now, it's important to note that these stats have a lot to do with the weaponry that these quarterbacks have at their disposal. So let's start with the Falcons because their list is, well, shorter. Atlanta's offense has struggled without wide receiver Calvin Ridley, but rookie tight end Kyle Pitts has helped fill that void big time. But in their last 3 games, the 4th overall pick has been targeted 20 times and only has 9 receptions. Plus, Atlanta's other top weapon, back receiver dual threat Cordero Patterson, is said to be a game-time decision, dealing with an ankle injury. But on the other side, Josh McDaniels' offensive scheme allows Mac Jones to be an equal opportunity quarterback with plenty of viable options to go to. Week 10 alone, 5 receivers had 4 to 5 targets and 3 or more receptions. Mac Jones' tightest connection is Hunter Henry, who's had 7 touchdowns on the season, definitely seeing some shades of Brady and Gronk here. Not to mention he has Jacoby Myers and Kendrick Bourne, who made quite the impact against the Browns, proving himself week over week as a potent option for Mac and the offense. And even with Damian Harris out against the Browns, running back Ramondre Stevenson kept the run game flame lit this past week, grounding 100 yards at 5 yards per attempt and 2 touchdowns. Now, defensively, the only silver linings for the Falcons last week was their run D, who held Ezekiel Elliott to 3 yards per run and Tony Pollard to under 4 per attempt. But that's about the only defensive accolade that I can think of for the Falcons this past week. The Falcons' pass D is coming off a performance where they gave up over 300 yards passing, over 8 yards per attempt, and a rating over 120. Their pass rush, big yikes. They rank the worst in pressure rate in the league and are nearly the worst at 31st in quarterback hits. Now compare that to the Patriots' pass defense, who in Week 10 alone allowed a rating under 70, kept the yards per attempt under 5, and only allowed 118 yards. Plus, their pass rush had 5 sacks and 10 quarterback hits. Now, believe it or not, this is actually just my SparkNotes version of the pregame report. You can head to the Herald's website and mobile apps for my full in-depth analysis with all the stats, facts, and figures. Until game time, reporting in Foxborough, Alexi Iafrato, the Boston Herald.